How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the next round of Twitch drops, and this is round 23, and it's Bellum Rust. And we've got two generic drops to go for this round for you. And the first one here, as you can see, is this small wooden box. This one will require a watch time of any of the players for 3 hours. And it got you this one here. And as you can see, it actually is a complete see-through box. And it also has some glow going on. Just on the front, you can see it from the other side as well a bit, so you could also use that a bit to your advantage. Next we have our other generic drop, the sheet metal door. And just to match the box, of course, it does have a pretty nice glow to go along with it. As you can see there, it has some nice white highlights. The name shines brightly in that kind of silvery white with that red kind of, foreboding light shining across the rest of it there. Next up, we've got our streamer-specific drops, and if you're new, this means you have to watch a specific streamer to earn each drop. The nice thing is, with the Twitch drops page, you literally just click on the drop itself, and it will take you to their stream. For each one of these, you just have to watch 2 hours of each person. So first off, we've got a bandana for you. And as you can see, it has kind of like a skull design on the front of it. This is the Aloka's bandit. So there you go. Definitely a pretty cool looking bandana. Next up, we have a metal face mask for you, and it is to go along with the Rubius chest piece from the last Twitch drop that Rubius had. So now you can have a matching metal face mask to go alongside with it. It has the same kind of beach ball, kind of poofy look to it with rainbow and a little bit of blood stains there as well. Next up, we have our next streamer-specific drop here. Starting off, we're going to go through the deployables, and we've got Elowan's sleeping bag. And as you can see, he's got his character there, passed out on the sleeping bag, and some jokes along with it. Then next up, we've got a large box for you, and this one has all sorts of bloody handprints and so forth across it. This one here is Arn Plays box. As you can see, you've got a pretty mean looking clown there on the side, and then the box itself looks pretty worn and torn, speckled with blood and old kind of breaking wood. Next, we've got a wooden door for you, and this one here is the Spreen door. If you can't tell from Spreen being, all across it there. If you can't tell, there's also a skull in blood, and the door itself is kind of like a corrugated cardboard kind of look going on with it. As you see on the back here, definitely has more of that cardboard vibe with the, this way up and those various universal symbols there. And another little screen right there for you all. Next, we have a double door for you here. This one has a cool kind of comic book kind of coloration, kind of cell shade look going on with it. And this is Ibai? I hope I'm saying their names right, as Ibai's door. You guys can correct me down in the comments below for sure, but you've got a bunch of keep out and caution and a nice AK strapped to the back with a cool reflection going on in those sunglasses. Next, we have a garage door for you, and this one is pretty epic looking. This one has a character with some lightning and so forth just kind of blasting off here, and this is the Carolla door. And yeah, you can just see these really awesome axes in each hand. Definitely a very cool looking door. And if we go ahead and kill the lights, you'll see right here, very cool effect. Then if we move on to this one, a even cooler effect, right? What? Pretty cool. Then I believe we have a little more glow going on this side over here with the skull, which is very cool. And on the back, there isn't any kind of glow, as you'll see there. And then we have the clown box, which just turns into two very creepy eyes with some rune symbols around it. And that does it for the glows on those. Next up, we've got some weapons for you. Starting off, we have a pump shotgun for you from Knecro, or K-Necro. I'm not entirely sure again. Sorry about that if I'm butchering names. I'm used to it myself. My real last name is easily destroyable. So there you go, guys. Aiming down the sights here, there's a little crab in the kind of rusted crusty sight there, and a slightly different colored blue tip against the purple for the sight there. We can go ahead and pop a reload. Next, we've got a Python for you, and if you can't tell, on there it says Rivers, so it should be pretty straightforward that this is Rivers Python. It has a very kind of new military kind of look to it, very chic and sleek looking. Aiming down the sights here, you've got what looks like a glow sight, but it's just a very, very, very bright aqua colored tip to the sight there. And let's fire off a few and do a reload there. Next, we've got a Tommy for you, and this one is all sorts of gilded, I was trying to say, with gold, but I just kind of combined the words there. It's golded, guys. There we go. This gun's golded. Anyways, one or another, you can see it is for August Bell. As you can see, their logo and their name right there on the side. Aiming down the sights, you've got a pretty cool looking shiny sight with a very kind of the tip isn't white, but depending how the light hits it, it really does stand out from the rest of the gold there. And of course, we'll pop a reload. Next, we have a SAR for you, and this one has very bright shiny shimmery colors going on here. This one is the Gregif, I hope I'm saying that's SAR, so there you got that. Aim down the sights, you got that big golden G, and very cool metallic shimmery orange sights. Next, we have an AK for you, and this one has a very, very cool vibe going on. It's got like an ancient, I want to say like Aztec thing going on. And yeah, as you can see, Rikoi's name is down there, and you can also see their logo right down there. You've got a well, actually it's pretty Egyptian looking cats, and you know what, I see an Ankh on there. This is actually Egyptian, never mind. So there you go. As I'm looking closer at this, I'm like, this whole thing looks very Egyptian. And a very cool thing, if you look on the stock as it turns here, you can also say it says Rikoi there in tiles, which is pretty cool. Aiming down the sights, you've got that kind of sandy color against gold and red tips. Go ahead and pop a reload there for you. And last but not least, we've got one big one for you, our rocket launcher. So there we have it. This will be our last streamer-specific skin, and this is Slither's rocket launcher. As you can see, it says Bad Boy right there, which just perfectly fits a rocket launcher. Aiming down the sights, there is a little bit of a glow going on, as you'll see here, but it's not a glow sight, it's glow near a sight. So, you know, it's kind of partway there. Also, it's a rocket launcher, and look, when you're in the dark, this really doesn't help you aim at all. So, hey, there you go. But if we go on back, let's go ahead and pop a rocket in there for a reload, because, hey, it glows green. So, that's a very cool little effect. And as per tradition, let's shoot the rocket at something. Let's see, can we hit the pig? Nope, we cannot hit the pig. I guess I'm a little rusty, pun intended. But there you go, everyone. Those are your streamer-specific drops, and if you need details or help on how, you know, Twitch drops really work, or if you're new and just want to run through, I have a tutorial that plays right after this, so you can go ahead and keep watching for that section. If you got everything in order and you know what you're doing, that's the end of the video right here. So there we have it. If you continue along, or this is where you end, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Alright guys, so you're going to start by going to the Twitch drops page, which is linked down in my description below if you don't already have it pulled up, and it's going to take you to here. And if you are brand new, you're going to have to sign in with your Steam account. This has to be the Steam account that you own Rust on and want the skins on. That's very important. And then you want to sign in with your Twitch, and the Twitch is going to need to be the Twitch that you're going to be watching the streams with. That should be pretty straightforward. Now, I've already done the Steam sign in, so I don't need to do that. But, you know, again, you just click here, and it's going to bring you to the Steam sign in window. Alright, so then once you're done through Steam, you're going to click sign in, and it will either ask you to, you know, sign in your stuff, then it'll ask if you can authorize, blah, 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 and you just say yes, and it will pop up with drops activated, and you should be good to go. Now, what you want to do is kind of look at a few things here. So we have a couple buttons that pop up. You've got log out, unlink, and check for missing drops. So log out's pretty straightforward. Unlink is going to be useful. Now, some people will get the error saying that you're already linked to a account. If that's what you're getting, you're going to need to find out which account that is, either your Steam or Twitch, log in the way I just showed you, and then hit unlink. Once that's done, you can then sign in with the proper account and link it properly, okay? So this is where that unlink button is when you're looking for it. Also, there's the check for missing drops button, which we'll get back to here in a minute, okay? So let's go ahead and kind of go through the basic FAQ, and the main thing here is what are the different kinds of drops, and I kind of explained that briefly already, but you've got the generic drop. Generic drops are drops you have to watch for a set amount of time, but you don't have to watch a set streamer. You can watch any streamer that has drops enabled. So technically, you could make progress towards two streamers at once, so to say. One of the generic drops and then one of the specific drops. So that's kind of how that works right there. And then there are the specific drops, which are, you know, you have to watch that specific streamer. Pretty straightforward there, okay? Now, those will all be posted on this page once it has been updated for the drops, so it's really easy. You just click on them and you're ready to go. Now, is there a way to check your progress? Yes, there is. So we'll go ahead and show that. You can literally just click here, or when you're at your Twitch, go to your Twitch inventory. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, and so it will take you here to your inventory, and as you'll see, you know, this is from the last campaign. And, well, actually, this could be a couple campaigns further ago because I'll probably keep using this. So as you can see, this is from the July 2021 campaign. And it'll start to show your progress here. So as you can see, I'm earning towards the generic drops, which were these two, and one streamer right here. And it shows the progress on both and how long you're going to have to work at it. Once this is done, the bar will be full and it will say claim. And until you claim, the next one in its progress won't start. So you'll see this one here will not start until this one has been claimed. And once you finish this, you're going to have to watch another streamer to start on theirs, or else you won't be making progress towards anything. So yeah, that's generally how that's going to work right there. All right, now that we're back on it with this, the next thing is going to be, can you earn drops faster and by opening more windows, logging into multiple accounts, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't work. The best you can do is earn a generic drop and a specific drop at the same time. Once you have finished the both or all of the generic drops, you can only work on one specific streamer at a time. Opening another window isn't going to help you with that. Now, if a streamer logs off halfway and you only have them partially finished, you can then move on to a different streamer that is online. Sometimes it can take up to 5 minutes to show you're making progress, but don't worry, you will. And usually it doesn't start at 0. You'll notice it pops up right away at 2 to 5% or something like that. Because like I said, it can take a little while to realize you switch people. But as long as the one you're watching is offline and no longer streaming Rust, you can switch to another person that is and work on them. Now, how long does it take for the drops to show up in your inventory? Again, this can take up to 10 minutes for them to show up after you've claimed them on Twitch. But if you didn't go ahead and claim them on Twitch, make sure you do, because there's no other way to do that. So once you've hit claimed, it can take up to 10 minutes to show up in your Steam inventory. If for some reason it isn't, you can come back here and click this check for missing drops button, and it will try to send them to you. For me, whenever I've done this, it usually works instantly. Again, there's going to be lots of people doing this at once. It could take some time, all right? And then, do you need anything special? All you need is a Twitch account, a Steam account, and you need to own Rust. If you have Twitch Prime or whatever, that's fine, but you don't need it. No Twitch Prime required, no extra fees or other things. You just need a Twitch account, Steam account, and Rust. Now, if you no longer know which one is linked or whatever, I already covered that, so we can skip it. And then if you don't own Rust, is there a way you can still earn them? And yes, there is. What you do is you claim them on Twitch, but you never send them over to Steam. As soon as you now own Rust, you come back to this page anytime. It will always be here. You can log in and click check for missing drops. Once you've clicked this guy, it should then drop them all from your Twitch into your Steam inventory, now noticing that Rust is there. So yeah, that's basically kind of the stuff right there that works with it. And if you are having a problem where it's not switching to another streamer, one thing you can do is clear your internet browser cache, close all your windows, reopen, and try again. That has always worked for most people as well. Just kind of another little tip with that. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Twitch drops out there. Have fun getting them, and stay rusty.